story. The vehicle transporting the bodies of the Sleepover Bandits has exploded. Apparently, the bodies were wired with explosives. The bodies were totally incinerated with no trace of Joe Blake and Terry Collins.
It's paradise.
To us. You better wait for me, because I'm bringing the sunscreen and the $1 million reward.
And so ends the tragic tale of the Sleepover Bandits. Or does it? Joe Blake and Terry Collins captured the imagination of a nation. And in death, their lives have quickly become the stuff of legend. Blake and Collins weren't heroes. They never claimed to be. After the interview, people came up to me and said, what were they really like? I know as much as anybody else. They robbed banks. They certainly kidnapped the wrong woman. And they shot each other to death in cold blood. The rest is rumor and speculation, stuff of folk tales. And in the end, maybe that's the way we really want it to be. I'm Darren Head. We'll see you next week on another edition of Criminals at Large. Fade to black. I should do it. All right, gentlemen. So why don't we start from the beginning? All right? How'd you guys meet?
Well, lifting weights, pumping the iron, in the usual way, trading cigarettes.
Terry
that
had
kind of thing.
imaginary appendicitis, and then he had imaginary blood poisoning. I was working in the infirmary.
The medical term is septicemia, and it wasn't.
Anyway, one night in the infirmary, I'm hearing this howling sound, Darren. You know, like the noise a cat makes when a cat's in heat. That little sound, One of the things we always like to remind ourselves before we went into any job was expect the unexpected, right? Right? Always sounds like good advice. Except, of course, if you are expecting the unexpected, then it really isn't unexpected anymore, is it? And that leaves you vulnerable to the truly unexpected. Because you're not expecting it.
Everybody saw the videotape. It's kind of famous by now with Kate Wheeler and the bank robbery. Why don't you, right here on this show, set the record straight about Kate Wheeler and your operation?
I mean, the girl was terrified, with us, I think. Both as men and as bank robbers.
And didn't like us. Never liked us. We never got along.
No.
From the very first moment we met.
Don't you guys ever get really scared? I mean, this job is dangerous.
I'm immune to danger. I dance with danger. I walk up to danger and tug it on the ears and sneer at it and make funny faces at it. I just, you know what? Come on, that's what I'm saying. You know what you have to be like? You have to have nerves of steel, and I have a nervous system which, as a child, God knows, I was a nervous kid. I was a nervous kid, but you get in there, there's something about the adrenaline, and what are you laughing at?
You're immune.
I'm immune to danger.
You're totally immune.